Hey guys, welcome to an all-new episode of Conflicts. Today I'm excited to show you a brand new RC car. This here's the all-new VKAR Racing SCTX10 V2. Now, this was sent over by GearBest.com, in which if you want your very own, check out the link down below in the description. Now, this here is a cool looking truck that's got a lot of power, in which I'm really excited to see what's inside. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing and give it a test drive. Alright, so this here's our box. So you actually see the car on the cover itself. So it is a waterproof car, and it's got a 2.4 gigahertz system. It's an RTR, so it's ready to race. It's got a dust cover as well as waterproof. Now I got some images of it on the bottom over here. And then as you kind of rotate, it talks about it's being like a 1x10 scale 4-wheel drive system. It's got a 2-channel radio system. It's got an oil-filled ultra shocks, which is always good, especially when it comes to jumping. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's on the inside. Alright, so we have ourselves an instruction manual as well as a set of tools to go ahead and work on the car itself. Now as you kind of go through this, it'll explain how to go ahead and build this and how to go ahead and fix this, because parts do break, so do keep that in mind. And then the most important thing is right over here. So if you do break something, it tells you what part number it is, so you can go ahead and order it in case if you do need it. Now here is our car itself. Wow, that thing's really big. Alright, and then we have ourselves the remote control. So your very standard remote. So we have ourselves a throttle as well as a steering. Then we have our few different adjustments in terms of throttle as well as steering trim. So actually a very simple remote. And then in terms of batteries goes, it does take 4 AA's, so keep that in mind. Alright, check that out. So this here's our car. Wow, that thing looks really, really cool. I love the color itself as well as all the graphics on it. Definitely makes it look like a real racing truck kind of feel to it. I love the decals among all the different features to it. Definitely a lot bigger than I was expecting, but really, really cool looking car nonetheless. Now, let's go ahead and remove the top part here and kind of take a look at it underneath. Alright, so this here is our chassis itself. So you got some nice looking oil-filled shocks as well as aluminum chassis parts. Now the bottom frame itself is made out of plastic, so do keep that in mind when you do purchase this. So you can always go ahead and upgrade it as well if you need to. Now the tires have a good nice rubber compound. Again, you can always go ahead and upgrade these, but these here are very nice nonetheless. Especially with the thread itself, I can imagine this going off-road quite easily. Now in terms of the motor itself, it looks like we have ourselves a Furl 4-pole 3650 3300 kilovolts brushless system. So it's actually a good amount of power for this particular car. Now in terms of the battery goes, we have ourselves a 3500 mAh 11-volt battery. That should give us a lot of acceleration as well as a lot of power for this car. And then we have ourselves a nice looking dust cover, which just goes ahead and over it just like that. And yeah, there you guys have it. Actually a very nice, well-rounded system. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take it outside and give it a test run. Alright, so in terms of controls goes, it's actually quite simple. So you have yourself a throttle right here, and then you have yourself the steering right here as well. So for instance, if I just go ahead and push it just a little bit like that, that's the speed that it goes. And if I go ahead and push it a little bit more, watch what happens. Whoa! So it's actually pretty fast for what it is. And then in terms of steering goes, you just simply go ahead and turn the little wheel right over there, and you guys can see that the car starts turning. So it's actually quite interesting. Now surprisingly, this car's got a good well balance. But it does still flip over if you manage to make it go. But overall, I have to say it's actually really, really fast for what it is. And it's actually a really cool looking car, especially compared to the other RC cars that I've reviewed. And it actually can handle the jumps quite well. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you had any questions about this particular RC car, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.